I'm starting to learn that people don't really understand what they want when it comes to health and fitness. Unless someone's coming in here and they are like a super athlete and they have a enormous amount of awareness about like what it entails to become a super athlete, most of the time people don't really give a shit about anything. I would like to say that most people, they want one thing when it comes to working out. Do you know what that one thing is? Yeah, to look good naked. Like, they think they want strength because if I gain strength, I'll look better naked. They want endurance because it'll tone my midsection because it'll look better naked. It's like everything from my understanding with the general population is they want to look better naked. So I've adopted a new way of training these types of people, which is like 90% of everybody. Okay? And it's a really simple like thought process. So let's use Haley for example. Okay? What are Haley's goals? She said strength and power. Okay, let's assume that's actually what she wants instead of looking better naked, even though we know she wants to look better naked. Okay, when we're talking power, it's 1 to 3 reps. And when we're talking strength, we're talking like 6 to 8 or 8 to 12. For today, let's just get rid of the 6 to 8 to just kind of drive a point home so you can understand what I'm talking about. Let's talk about the 1 to 3 first. What you need to do is like a typical 1 rep max strategy. So if Haley came in, let's just say you're deadlifting with her. I don't know, let's just make that up. She's deadlifting. What you need to do with her is go, okay, on set 1, and you don't need to record this. You only need to record the very last set. Set 1, you're going to try 135, and you tell her, hey, I want you to do a max of 5 repetitions. Cool. Let's say she actually succeeds with this and hits 5. Awesome. What you need to do then is on the next set, add however much weight you feel is appropriate. So let's just say 50 pounds, and we get her up to 185. She still hits 5. That tells you need to keep going. Okay, 185, that wasn't too hard for her. Let's go to 225. Okay, she's still hitting 5. Cool. Guess what? Keep going. All right, let's just say, and I'm going to start saying for devil's advocate right now, let's say 275, she hits 3 reps. Okay? That is your starting point. Okay, it's really, really easy and simplistic to figure that out because you figured out, okay, she failed within that 5 rep range that you wanted. She only hit 3. Cool, so what do we do at this number? Okay, well, we take this 275. Okay, let's just say she starts her program. So this would be like before the program starts, this is testing. Okay, then you move on to week 1. Let's just call this like a 6-week program, okay? Let's say you have her doing these exercises for 6 weeks. Okay, you need to start with 3 sets of 275 at 3 repetitions. Cool. Notice this is already progress from this. Do you understand why? Because she's doing 3 sets of it instead of only doing 1 set of it. So going from testing to the first week, she's already still making progress. But okay, you know that at 275 she can do 3 reps. The next week, you go up to 285, and let's just say she only hits 2 reps instead. Well, you know, again, the goal repetition range is between 1 and 3, so let's say she only hits 2 reps at 285. There's nothing wrong with that. Just stick with 285. When you do 3 sets of 285 the next week, try to push out that 3rd repetition. Okay, you hit 3 reps because it's the top end rep range. That's when you go heavier again. 3 times 295. Okay, let's say she only hits 1 rep this time. Totally fine, nothing wrong with that. Use this then as your milestone to go 295 at 2 reps. Then the next week, 3 times 295 at 3 reps. Okay, and this is by far the easiest way to guarantee 1, that your clients are getting results, and 2, stay within a 1 to 3 power rep range, assuming that's what their goal is. Now remember, this is for power specifically, but again, most people when they hear power, man, if I get powerful, I'll look sexy. It's like, no, that's not true. Some of the most powerful athletes are some of the most unhealthy fit people you ever see. So then the question becomes, okay, what if their goals are aesthetic based? So I don't know if you know this, but like 15 is max on hypertrophy that you'd really want to be pushing into. So use 15 as your reference point, okay? Let's say she's not doing any of this stuff, right? Let's say she's doing leg press, okay? Leg press. day 1 of testing, you basically do, I'm just going to do like 1 plate, 2 plates. So 1 plate, and you say, okay, can you hit 15 repetitions? Let's say she hits 15 reps. Awesome, nice job. Let's go ahead, work on set number 2. Let's add 2 plates. Awesome, you hit 15 reps. Cool, set 3. You go to 3 plates. Hits 15 reps again. Go to set 4. And if she keeps going, like if she handles all of this super, super fine at 15 reps, keep going, keep adding load because she's not hit her limitation yet. She's still clearly way below it. Let's say by set 5, you add a 5th plate and she only gets 6 reps, like way below 15. Who gives a fuck? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she hits 6 reps during testing. Remember, all this is giving you a jumping off place to immediately start her program for week 1. Okay, well, week 1, she's going to do 5 plates. And you're going to tell her to go to 15 again. Let's say she doesn't hit 15. Let's say she hits 8. Awesome. That's totally fine. Stick with 5 plates all the way until she hits 15. Now look, there's a couple of clients that I have on this strategy. Their results are the best. So from an aesthetic standpoint, I should be clear about this. From an aesthetic standpoint, like seeing the scanner actually change their body comp, this has been the best strategy for me so far. And it's really easy and it's simple and anyone can understand it. We don't need to like overly complicate this. Do you have any questions about this? So I think the part with Haley that you kind of missed was this part. Like you're going into this in weeks already, which is fine. But if you're progressing her on an exercise where it's not actually her limitation, she's going to spin her wheels for a little while you kind of figure out where that is. Do you know what I mean by that? Because at the end of the day, if she's, you had her on a hip thrust at 185 and she ended up putting like 200 or 300 pounds on there by the time like you're done with it, that 185 didn't even do anything. Do you see what I'm saying? Any questions about that? But again, this has been the easiest way for me to train my clients in terms of tracking. So like what you do is like, let's say like Elizabeth, for example, pick 3 exercises, pick a row, maybe a bicep curl and a tricep extension. I don't know, I'm just making those up. With those 3, have her do this strategy. Say, hey, we're gonna go to 15. It's Dan. Go, if you hit 15, we go heavier. If you don't hit 15, we stay at this weight until you get up to 15. Do that for 4 weeks. Dude, watch how much her body changes in a positive way. Make sense? And you don't need to overcomplicate it either. It can stay fairly simple. You know what I mean? Yeah. Any questions about that? No. 15 or failure has by far become my favorite way of training people from a set and reps perspective.